Well, hi there, Bruce here. Well, we got a high-end Craftsman lawnmower here. Honda motor. GCV 160. It's like a 5-horse equivalent. Not exactly. And these lawnmowers are great lawnmowers, but they are troublesome for the owners because there's, let's just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cables on them. And this one, it's an EZ Walk. And normally you can squeeze either the right or the left handle and it'll go forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you if we can. Kind of want a mini close-up here. Okay, what's happening? I'll go back a little bit. If you squeeze one, it doesn't go anywhere, and if you have to squeeze them both, and nothing happens, and all of a sudden, they both go. So somewhere in this operation, the cable is binding. Are you with me? So this thing even has a clutch, right? Like it's got the whole, it's got everything, right? Blade engage, the whole spiel. A little too much as far as I'm concerned. To me, the best lawnmower should just have a lawnmower and a blade, or an engine and a blade. So, I don't know if the problem's inside here. I doubt it. I think the problem, let's just grab you. I think the problem is going to be underneath here. There's going to be accumulated crud bunnies in there. All right, you can see what we've got here. The lawnmower's on its side. And I don't know if you can see in there. Got to get a pointer. Let's just hang this here. Maybe that'll do it for us. I don't know. Talking to myself, right? Well, I guess I'm talking to you guys. Okay, right in there. There's the hook that connects to the cable, which that wire right there, can you, okay, so that wire right there goes right to the end. Maybe we can look there. So anyway, it goes out to the other side and comes out here, right? And there's nothing in that cable's way. So I'm going to just shoot it with some penetrating oil first, right in there. I don't know if that's going to do it or not. So I'm just going to squeeze the handles over here now to see if it makes any difference at all. No. Something's tight. So now this is where I need really long arms. So you guys can watch here, and you guys let me know when let's see, I'm working right there. You guys let me know when that gets tight. And I think it's the cable. There's absolutely nothing. So I'm actually going to take the cable off the handlebars to see if there's any kind of seizure action going on in there. Oh, I hate to do this. I might just take this out onto the apron and blow all of the grass out of it, and then we'll bring it back and see if that helps at all. Are you still watching me? Right, so I'm just going to go clean all this grass out of here, out of the chute, and the broccoli, blah, 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 and we'll see if we can free this up. What bothers me is I can move this really easy by hand, and once I push it in, I squeeze the trigger, it's fairly easy to move. So I'll show you what I mean. Right here, this is the dual action handle, right? If I push the transmission up, or whatever you want to call that, these squeeze easier. See that? But it's still sticky. So I'm going to first get the broccoli out, and then we'll go to plan C. So adjusting this didn't seem to do much, so I'm just going to open this up underneath here. Where are you? Can we block some light and get a shot of that? Yes. We're going to take these torques off of here, I believe there and here, and we'll see if we can get this off of there and do some greasing and adjusting. It just needs a little. Okay guys, here's a look at the inside of this. It all kind of just fell on the ground when I opened it up. But initially, I'm going to do this. My goodness. Good. Initially I thought this spring was broken, but it had fallen off. So maybe it was floating around in the bottom of this. So you've got one spring for that arm, and you've got another one on the outside for that arm, and they both do the exact same thing. So when it's upside down, you're squeezing this way, or you're squeezing this way, and it tightens up the end of this, and it just does this. That's all it does, right? So there's absolutely minimal resistance in that. So I'm going to try and stick this back together again, but I'm not 100% sure. But the good thing is I've got one of these in the shed. Yay! You'd think there'd be two of these, wouldn't you? One here and one on the top. I need some weight just to hold this on here for now. I'm going to go get the other one. Alright, I keep this in the shed. Oil caps, handles and stuff, gas caps. And in here we have a plethora of different types of handles. And I have actually edited this many times and thrown away what I don't want. But this here, right there, is what we're looking for. Except it's missing a handle, right? That's okay. It's probably in here somewhere. There's another EZ Walk type situation, but different. But this one has just a broken handle, so we are going to take this apart carefully. You guys see that? You smell that? Yep. So it's pretty much, we'll just leave this cable to its own devices. And dropped it on the floor. It's like the you lose button on the game show, right? Where are we? Can you see down there? There we go. So we're twinning up here just to have a look and see how this goes together. Almost looks like someone's had this apart and lost a part. excuse me, I said swear. So that's what's going on. You see this piece right here? It goes on there. Well, that goes on to the cable. But on the other side, there's another one, right? And this one does not have that. Unless it fell out unless it fell out somewhere. Because they've been squeezing too hard on it. Oh man, I hate to take that piece off of there. So all we need is this piece. That's why it's been binding, is because whether it was on the top or whether it was on the bottom, when you move this over, it's probably been catching on one of these. Let's just see. Yes, it's been rubbing on it's the top one. It's been rubbing right there, if you can see. Right here, there's some different kind of rubbing going on. How long has this been going on? So I'm going to take this guide off of here. You see that? And I'm going to bring it over here. I'm going to stick it on there. Either one they're the same. Now we just have to reassemble this if I can hold my lips right, right? Now if I can maybe turn this way, that'll be a little bit easier too. So that bolt lays in there like that. So now we're going to just bring this over here. So this is exactly, yeah, we'll just leave this for a minute. So this is exactly what's been going on with the other one, is that that guide was missing and there was so much slack in there that it wouldn't pull right, right? Too many pieces of plastic. Okay, so we got that stuck in there like that. That slipperoony goes in there. And then this. I wonder if I can pull that off. I wonder if I can pull this off. Good. Good. Are you guys getting any of this? I hope you are. And then we put this back in the slot. We'll adjust it to about 2 or 3 threads out, just like the other one. And that's it, baby. The springs are still connected. I think we got her. I don't like it. Oh, no, this is backwards. Oh, it's nice to have the other one to compare to. There we go. This is the stuff that, this is why a lot of people don't like working on small engines, is because it's fiddly and you have to just hold your tongue right as you're assembling everything, right? There. Good. I think that's got her. I'm just looking now exactly how things are lined up. That is really, really close. So let's just do some lithium grease. Is this white lithium? Nope. This is white lithium right here. Well, am I ever glad I kept that broken EZ Walk lever. I see humor in things. But believe me, I get frustrated sometimes too. Okay, so now I'm standing here with everything ready to just fly across the garage on any rag. This is my last roll of these, and I had to actually go to the store and pay regular price. Can you believe that? Okay, so which one is which? Now this guy just goes on here. No, it's the metal one. No, it's this one. Still kind of stiff, but it's working. Still catchy. So now this is where I think we have to make an adjustment, right? It's probably why it broke in the first place. Still feels a little, well, maybe once the screws are on, hey? Which ones have plastic on them and which ones have metal on them? It's a Torx number, it doesn't say. So I'm going to reassemble this and we'll see if we got it. Oh, we're going to keep rolling? Okay. You refuse to turn yourself off. And then this holds it onto the handlebar. Okay, so that's as good as it's going to get, right? And that's it. Okay, so I don't know where that little white collar went, but it's a goner. So does that feel good enough now? I think so. Yep. Okay, guys. Do you agree with me that there's a bit too much plastic here? I mean, for the most important part of a heavy self-propelled lawnmower, it's held together with two screws going into plastic bosses. I don't know, man. Okay, I missed the plate. Yeah, that's funny. Should we leave that in or should we take that out? I knew something felt really flimsy. We got to take a couple more screws out now, which is this one and this one. Well, I was really lucky to have that spare piece of equipment sitting in my junk box. Okay. Now I think the whole thing has to kind of go together at once. There. And there. Let's start again. These did go in pretty good. I would never use a drill on something like this unless I was desperate, tired, and grouchy. Well, it's perfect. Okay, so 2 more screws to go and we're done this part. Now all we got left is a tune-up. So these kind of screws, you just do them up firm, right? Because you're going into 5-year-old plastic. I think we're going to have a happy owner. All right, so now I'm just going to warm it up and we're going to do a tune-up. Thanks, guys. All right. Craftsman EZ Walk repair. The missing bushing in the handle actuator. And I just did a tune-up, which is air filter, oil, and a plug, and oiled a few moving parts like cables and stuff. So let's just, gotta do the demo, right? You ready? Success! Oh, and I sharpened the blade too. 15mm socket on those bolts that hold the blade in. There's two.